So where should you start if you're looking to get a career as a chef? And there are a few different routes to take. But first and foremost, a lot of people forget that being a chef and working in restaurants is actually a trade. It's not a typical career path, but it's a trade. Just anything like HVAC or plumbing would be, cooking is a trade. And because of that, there's a few ways to actually break into the industry if you are looking to get started as a cook or a chef in a restaurant. I'm never going to discourage education. I think schooling and culinary schooling is a great benefit and a great tool to you who has never cooked before. That being said, there is a caveat because a lot of times you're going to spend a lot of money on culinary school. A lot. And you're going to dig yourself into some debt that you won't be able to pay off for a very long time because chefs don't get paid a lot. On top of that, typically culinary school like CIA or the Culinary Institute of America, they teach you how to run a business along with being a chef. And you're going to learn a lot of terminology and a lot of skillful presentations there, but you're not actually going to know how to work a line. And what I mean by that is they don't really condition you on work ethic. A lot of chefs start out as cooks, prep cooks, dishwashers, and they are working 14 hours a day. And I'm not joking, that's not sarcasm. They will work from 8 a.m. to about 10 p.m. just cooking. And culinary school does not get you ready in that mentality for that. Culinary school also tends to teach you how to run a business. So if you do want to own your own restaurant, there are some business management courses along with that are really helpful. Now, the route I went down, a lot of other people go down, is just getting into the trade. And I know it sucks to start at the bottom, especially if you're like in your mid-20s or older. But honestly, that's probably the safest way to do it. You're going to get a job as a prep cook or a dishwasher and work your way up. You're going to show up 20 minutes early. You're going to grind out the shift. You're going to offer to stay late, and you're going to offer to learn other people's menus. Because if you're a prep cook and you're there slicing vegetables for 4 hours, maybe for your lunch break, you go ask the line cook, hey, can I cook my own food? Can you show me how this dish on the menu is made? And that shows a lot of grit and a lot of determination. Because the unfortunate reality is a lot of chefs I've known, including myself to some degree, if you come in with a culinary degree but no experience ever working in a restaurant, you're probably going to burn out and you're going to be offered a way lower wage than you would want. A lot of these kids want sous chef positions or chef positions outside of school with no actual job training, and they're expecting like $40 an hour, which I've never even gotten paid. So do what you want. I recommend starting low, working your way up fast. Hop around a few different restaurants. There's no shame in jumping ship every 2 years to gain the experience from each chef and moving on. Take from the good and leave the bad. But if you have other questions about restaurants or where I've worked, drop a comment below.